These are the cannibals of India. They're known as the Aghori people, holy men who rub their faces with human ashes, eat rotten corpses, and sleep with dead bodies.
Just put the hand like this and take the piece of the body and go some separate place and eating.
Believing that nothing you do in this world can separate you from God. To prove this, they eat human flesh, eat and drink from human skulls, and even eat their own feces. It's something incredibly difficult for everyday Indians to take part of. You see, Indians are obsessed with maintaining ritual purity. Eating certain foods or touching certain things can corrupt you. This obsession with purity and pollution has created a caste system where at the bottom of it are the untouchables, people who do the dirty work like cleaning the streets, dealing with the sewage, doing jobs that pollute you and your soul. The Aghori people are untouchables, and for that reason have changed the very fabric of Indian society, believing that God is within you, and because he lives within you, then nothing you do can poison you. So they take part in these bizarre rituals that involve eating human flesh, meditating on top of dead bodies, and sometimes even doing it with the corpses. The Aghori believe that consuming a human body brings them energy and power. You typically find them hanging out in the cremation grounds in Varanasi, an old city in India that for nearly 4,000 years, bodies have been burning right here in this exact spot, burned on the same flame which they call their eternal fire. The reason thousands of people want to die here and be burned is because they won't be reborn again. No reincarnation, meaning their souls go to paradise.
No reborn again, soul paradise.
After being burnt, the rest of the bones and the ashes that remain are thrown into the Ganges River, the same river where you'll have bodies floating in the water right next to kids and families bathing and swimming. It's the same river where the Aghori walk along the banks looking for bodies to fish out. Despite their extreme practices and lifestyle, a true Aghori will keep himself away from killing and will never hurt anybody. The only bodies they eat are the ones they find along the river. They believe whatever they are working for, Lord Shiva will bless them by fulfilling their wishes. They believe when you take a blessing from Shiva fire, it protects them for life, grows your family for life, and gives health from generation to generation. The Aghori follow a very strict and intense religious practice that sees everything as divine and everything as one. And if there is one thing you can learn from the Aghori, is that everything in this world is connected to spirituality. Aghori rituals don't harm others, nor do they interrupt daily life here in Varanasi, yet they're constantly shamed and hated for having their own set of beliefs. So much so that there's an Indian metaphor using the term Aghori when referring to someone who looks dirty. No matter how scary or unknown it is, it too comes from the same divine source all things come from. The Aghori recognize this oneness and will take it to the absolute extremes to experience it. They see beauty and light in everything. They don't feel fear, hate, or disgust. They just follow a path of non-discrimination.